Hey guys! In the previous video lessons, we learned how to name ionic compounds. In today's lesson, we will be learning how to name covalent compounds. As we know, covalent compounds are compounds formed between two nonmetals. Let's take up an example of a covalent compound. For example, if we have CCl4, because carbon and chlorine both are nonmetals, we can look at these both in the periodic table. So we see here carbon and chlorine, these both are nonmetals. Naming covalent compounds is very easy. All we have to do is just name both the nonmetals. The name of the first nonmetal, that is the less electronegative one, means more on the left side on the periodic table, is going to be written as is. So we would write it as carbon. The name of more electronegative, that is written on the right side of the periodic table. So chlorine is on the right side of the periodic table is because it has higher electronegativity. So it's more negative. So this will be ending with ide. So we write down chloride. One thing we have to remember that in covalent compounds or molecular compounds, we also name the subscripts. So this 4 represents tetra. This is how we put it. So let's rewrite down the name. So the name of CCl4 is carbon tetrachloride. 1 subscript we write on mono, 2 write on di, 3 is tri, 4 is tetra, 5 is penta, 6 is hexa, 7 hepta, 8 octa, 9 is nona, and 10 is deca. Let's say we have N2O5. As both N and O are non-metal, so how do we name this is, and there are 2 subscripts, so one subscript is on N and one subscript is on O, so we have to name all the subscripts. How do we name this is? Di, because there is number 2, so we name it as di-nitrogen, because this is less electronegative on the left side, this is more electronegative, this is on the right side of the periodic table, and we name this as pentaoxide. So always remember, the more electronegative one will end with an ide, less electronegative name goes as is, and then we just have to make sure that we name the subscripts. Similarly, if we have C2F4, we would name it as dicarbon tetrafluoride. So more electronegative one will end with ide. This is the method that we use to name covalent or molecular compounds.